Okay, because I'm sure he's many of us. In this cracker club. But anyway, so he like put the microphone in my face, and I said, call me. Miss Cracker, hello. But anyway, so he like put the microphone in my face, and I said, call me by Blondie. In my best like Maddie Morphosis impersonation American character. Yeah. And
Because you haven't even saw him on live.
exactly. So he was like, yeah, here you go. Moved on to the next question. And that's in that small, tiny little interaction, I was like, something in me, I was like, I never want to be on the receiving end of that ever again. I will never be looked at by this as if I'm like a an audience member of nothing. Because I saw in Bob's eyes at that moment that he felt that he was the star. And that I was just, a little moment. And I said, no, honey, I am the star. And I will, one day, I will be holding that mic. And somebody else will be answering the trivia question and getting the silence what would you think? Absolutely nothing. And somebody else answering the trivia question and getting the silence what would you think? That's very live, I thought. Like nothing. Like a nothing.
Would you say that had something to do with feelings to express worthwhile?
No. Was it nothing?
Would you say that had something to do with 50 Cent's feeling to express worthwhile?
No, it honestly. Was it nothing?
Would you say that had something to do with 50 Cent's feeling? To express worthwhile?
No, it honestly didn't. That had more to do with her being a murder figure.
So with that in mind, was it about murder finger or was it something more? Like, what was it to you? Because like Okay, and as much as we all agree that Burger Finger is the smash hit, this is true. That was a lot of hits for Burger.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I just feel like Bob had a lot of feelings for Burger King. So the many feelings that Bob had were reciprocated with quite frankly less feelings. You know, because I didn't say as much as I could have. But I'm so now. I feel like Bob he dwelled on it a little bit too long. And I honestly feel like it's not just Bob, a few alumni girls just didn't get it, which is fine. But they just like they went on these like tirades about how it was so unoriginal and everything was trying to be spin now. It was just so it like mimicked the opinions of like hating ass bitches, like hating ass fans. Just say you don't like it, say you don't find it funny with the bar, like don't like go on these like tirades like mimicking the opinions of like dumb fans who like don't know shit about shit and like say that I'm being inauthentic because I did a dumb number that had to do with food, which has been done only a few times, mind you, in the scope of Drag Race. You know what's been done more times? Any fucking other original song about nothing, except for like I'm so gay, like.
That night comes from Mirage too. She gets some strays.
Her
down the street.
At least her song was amazing, and Mirage's talent wasn't necessarily the song; it was her performance. So you know, Mirage was sickening, but you know,
So you feel like like Bob's comments about the song, it was less of an opinion about the song and more of like a tagline. Like you're
literally very bad, and I felt like it was like unwarranted, and I feel like it was a very strong opinion for like an alumni of the franchise who had done this show before and like knows the whole like uh, you know, rigmarole of it or whatever, and how like the fans can treat you thereafter. I just thought it was a little bit annoying and honestly like irresponsible, if I do say so myself. And Burger Finger, you know, as I totally know that it's like an idiotic, dumb, like ketchup stain on a t-shirt, on a white t-shirt equivalent of a song, but there was effort behind that. There was effort and thought behind that, you know, regardless of what people want to say. So, and it didn't really have anything to do with Jimbo, to be honest with you. It was a number that I performed before the show, and it came from mine and my friends' stupid little minds. So, and um, and it's actually a double entendre too, you know. But people wanted to look past that, so that's fine. You know,
people don't recognize it. You're a wordsmith. So like for those that don't understand art,
right?
What's Burger Finger really about?
So Burger Finger has many meanings beyond a lot of people's comprehension. You know, it transcends reality and shatters the cosmos and space time. And thank you. I appreciate people that can get it, honestly.
Yeah.
The best kind of people, in my opinion. But you know, it
I have the plain Jane skills.
for sure, for sure. So ultimately, like when you take hold of a big greasy burger and there's grease running down your fingers, you know, you're getting real sloppy with it. After you're done with the burger, you get a sort of a smell that lingers on your finger. It's the smell of like dehydrated and rehydrated onion. Um, there's a little bit of mustard, ketchup, and mayo, and then a little tanginess in there. And you know, you also sometimes when you know you're engaging in you know acts with a consenting partner, you sometimes you know you are also left with a similar sort of essence on your finger while performing certain acts. So I feel as though that double entendre was sort of missed a little bit. But you know that's my burden to bear as an artist, as somebody who is creating you know truly like birthed this like masterpiece and put it out into the world. I expected for it to be divisive. I expected for some people to get it and for some people to hate it. But as all great magnum opus and works, true like works of pure genius, they will be respected after their time and after my time. After I'm long gone, Burger Finger will remain, and it will be treasured and revered as one of the greatest musical works of all time.
The girls that get it, get it.
Daddy's Little Girls.
The girls that don't want to tour with Madonna. But that's neither here nor there. So basically, like, with the story behind Burger Finger, though, that was you and your friends are kind of like joking with each other. You're like, oh yeah, I hooked up with a guy last night. I got Burger Finger, if you know what I mean.
Let us find the answer together.
It's like kind of like euphemism you used it outside of the performance.
That's for the listener to interpret. That isn't for the.
I'm asking artists. The art is still going to be for the art is subjective, and they'll take whatever meaning from it they draw from it. But I'm curious about the artist's perspective of the art, not what you put out there, but like what your mind was creating it.
Well, honestly,
your lived experience.
I think that I've given a few people Burger Finger.
A lot of people assume that the artist is the one.
Yeah,
Receiving the gift of the burger. You were the burger all along.
But I was the burger. I was.
I was about to do that. I can't explode over the head thing, but hands right now. But it just.
And you're also the burger. Burger Finger. Burger.
We are all burgers on this lesson day.
We are.
But Bob is not the only person that really rubbed wrong in the drag sphere.
Right.
You did have a couple brushes with controversy and negativity on Drag Race itself. Whenever you went to Drag Race, did you go there being like, I'm going to be authentic to me, or did you go there being like, I'm going to turn this up, cameras are on, I'm going to make good TV? You tricked myself to make good TV. Like, what was your headspace whenever you got the call?
Honestly, I don't, girl. I just went on the show, and I was operating very in the moment. My headspace when I got the call was, put the most sickening drag package together that you have ever put. You know, like, focus on the drag. My shit was to focus on the drag. I wanted to be as prepared with the drag as I could be. I wanted to be as prepared for the challenges as I could be. And the personality aspect, I wasn't necessarily worried about it, because I wasn't. There's nothing calculated. I knew that it was gonna give what it gives, because that's just me, honestly. But of course, like, with the added pressure, with the like adrenaline of being like in that environment, like I'm on Drag Race, you know what I mean? Like, this show that I've watched as even somebody who was like literally closeted before drag, it's so overwhelming just being there, and with all these cameras around you, it's a new environment. So, you know, obviously I'm guilty. I am guilty of sort of like putting on a bit of a persona there, because it's kind of just like a coping mechanism. It's like a defense mechanism from being in that crazy environment that's like beyond your wildest dreams. You know what I mean? So
you went there and you decided to focus for drag. But in hindsight, do you feel as though maybe you're focusing a little bit too much on some other people's drag? I feel like maybe you should have just done your makeup, or...
Girl, it's our job to... No, what are you talking about? Girl, no. Like, I'm on television, we're literally like encouraged in that environment to be forward with people about our opinions and to literally like stop shit. So, girl, like, no, I'm not gonna sit there and worry about my drag. I had been done worrying about my drag, because I have been worrying about my drag for the 5 weeks preparing for that show. My shit was done and dusted out of this world. When I came there, I was like, okay, well, you know, now I can look around and see who I'm competing against. And what I saw
was not pleasing to my senses.
I just love that, like, you're like, I'm just worrying about me, and you got there, you're like, but then I got there, and I was like, well, I'm just worried about the other bro.
Right? Okay, because girl, the cameras are on, honey.
I feel like it's safe to say that if there was a villain for your season, you probably fit the role in that. I would say, from the audience perspective, I would say it's safe to say, and I would
That's fair.
say,
I don't consider myself a villain, but if they need somebody to do it.
if someone has to fit the archetype,
Right.
I feel like you feel that role,
For sure.
But I will say, as an audience member, it was frustrating to watch. Like, I say this, like, as a person, I enjoy your presence. I think you're very, like, you're cute, fun to talk to, fun to cut up with. As a Drag Race fan, I despise every minute you brought on that screen. Because for two reasons. One, you're coming from people that I'm not hearing. And you're coming from people because I felt like punching down because
That's fair.
you are very good at what you do. You put a lot of effort. Your looks were great. You did great in the challenges, and that made it all the more frustrating as an audience member because it felt like she's not going to get her comeuppance. She's doing great. She's killing it, and she's evil about it. You know, it's kind of like some people felt about like Violet Chachki when she was on the show, where it's like she's being shady and mean, but she's also very good at drag.
That's fair.
So yeah, it's. It was. I'm hosting watch parties. Like, you might even seen a video on Twitter I did of someone. I told them, I was like, "Plain Jane, like, I hate you, like, because you're." It felt like she's not.
That's fair.
You are on that screen.